I believe that consciousness creates reality, like idealism. But to extend onto this, I think that each person has their own consciousness bubble. And what I mean by that is I think that each human has their own bubble that produces their immediate experience. Kind of like a field of view, or maybe like when you download, or like when you render a game and the graphics all come about and everything that you can perceive is constructed in the video game so that way you can interact with it. I believe everything that has an awareness has a bubble, but at different levels and different scales. And I think that the brain is a filter that takes in vast amounts of information and then creates a usable reality. Each human has their own individual bubble that is different from other people's bubbles, and they perceive what context that they've already stored inside their memory. We get this context from data like movies, stories, books, any kind of experience. And one's beliefs and DNA can even affect this perception. In recent scientific explorations, some people think that consciousness arrives in the microtubules, but that is not certain or verified. Now, when human bubbles converge with other bubbles, they generate a common ground, and what gets built is the shared overlap that the consciousnesses can understand and interact with each other. So movies and stories can give the brain context to ease a reality into existence eventually. With movies like Disclosure coming out, it points to the possibility that a global consciousness can be programmed to prepare for new perceptions of reality. Conspiracy theorists call a situation like this predictive programming, and they asserted things like The Simpsons, predicting the future, and stuff like that. And it is less so predicting the future, but more so making the future by convincing a large audience of one thing to happen, putting it in their brain, and then the subconscious underneath reality somehow gets it running, and then eventually forms up into reality. This is a fun idea to play with and understand the world with, but it is good to remember that it is not a tested theory and should not be taken as scientific fact. And remember to be skeptical every once in a while, and have a good day.